touching every line. The three things that I believe in building a basketball program, there's three main areas that I've developed over the years, and I'm not smart enough to come up with anything original. But these are residuals that I've had over the years. Number one is standards. I think the person that has to set the highest standards, the head coach. Last year, we finished our season right here in San Antonio against Villanova. But the day before we played Villanova was our 107th practice. We had 107 practices. Our first day of practice was September 30th. So from September 30th to whatever date, April 1st, April 2nd, whatever date that was, 107 practices. I had 107 great practices. I never had a bad practice. Head coach can never have a bad practice. When my son was born, he spent his first 56 days in a croup tent with severe asthma. So my wife and I would take turns, spending the night with him. Well, sometimes she needed to rest, and I'd go up there, go to practice the next day. Nobody can know about that. You don't need to talk about it. You got a responsibility, man. Standards. What's your standards? There's three people that can never have a bad practice: the head coach, the point guard, and the best player. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. What kind of practice player is your point guard? What kind of practice player is your best player? I can look at my best players every year and tell you a lot about my team in practice. And practice is where you get better, right? Our best player, who was our best player last year? Well, our best player was Marcus Sasser. I didn't see him very much. Fabian White from Atascocita High School in Houston, Texas. That was our best player. You know what our best practice player was? Fabian White from Atascocita High School in Houston, Texas. He was our best practice player. Never had a bad practice. The greatest ability your best player can have is dependability. They got to be dependable. You got to know what to expect when he walks onto that court every day. And then your point guard. Now, my point guard was a little kid from Maynard High School in Austin, Texas, Jamal Shedd. Now, Jamal was a terrible practice player until we got hold of him. And we stayed on that kid, and we stayed on that kid, and we stayed on that kid. And all of a sudden this year, people realized how much better he got. He got better when he learned to practice. When he stopped cutting corners. When he stopped telling me his knee hurt when ain't nothing wrong with him. That's why you have to know your kids. When things go hard in practice, that's when those mysterious injuries come, right? Well, the next day they had a hard practice that day, and the next day, I don't think I can go today. I don't mind kids that playing with an injury. I don't want anybody playing with an injury. But you got to play with pain. One thing I've learned about pain over the years, pain's an opinion. Some people have a high opinion of it. Some people have a low opinion of it. Your point guard, your head coach, and your best player, you better have a low opinion of pain. The key to our success, where we're at over at Houston, has been our ability to get our kids to practice with maximum effort every single day. That includes game day and the day before and the day after. Those days are as important as any other day. The intensity that a coach brings and his ability to hold kids accountable is going to be important. So standards.